Okay, guys, before we get started with today's episode, let me give you a brief overview of what Pathmonk is all about before we jumping into today's show. Pathmonk is the AI for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, more than 98% of your website visitors are just not converting. So your ability to successfully show your value and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition. So Pathmonk qualifies and converts conversions for you on your website by figuring out where people are in the buyer's journey and influencing them in key decision moments with micro experiences like case studies, introductional videos, and much more. So basically, you get 50% more conversions by simply adding Pathmonk to your website, letting the artificial intelligence do all the work, and get access to 50% more conversions from your same traffic. So if you like that, if you're interested in that, check it out on pathmonk.com. In today's episode of the Pathmonk Presents podcast, I got a very interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Alejandro Medina. He's hailing over from the folks over at Reprints Desk, and today we want to deep dive into what he's doing over there and how he's basically working as a marketer over there to basically help companies to discover the overall article galaxy out there. So welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Lucas. It's a pleasure to be here and exciting to share a little of my experience with us.
Awesome. Yeah, so maybe tell people a little bit about Reprints Desk. What is it all about?
Well, Research Solutions before Reprints Desk has simplified how organizations discover, acquire, and manage scientific articles and data science in 2006 with AI-powered tools. Mm-hmm. We are proud to say that we empower 70% of life sciences companies, but also prestigious universities and emerging business worldwide. We love diversity, supporting over 70 vertical markets, since biotech, healthcare, aerospace, legal and law, and much more. No matter the size of the research process, we've got covered with our scalable solutions. We believe that we can make the research world a little less complicated together.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. Now, tell us a little bit, what are sort of the typical organizations, the businesses that you're supporting? Maybe tell us about sort of like a well-fitting customer.
Well, we are passionate about serving scientists, researchers, and innovators who are tirelessly working to improve the lives of people around the globe. We understand that our users driven by a desire to make a difference in their communities, and we are helped to shape that. Our services became particularly crucial during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the scientific community needed rapid access to vital information. We were there, and we continue to be there for similar challenges and opportunities. Our aim is to innovate, provide, empower, support, and accelerate their incredible work with research solutions.
Very cool. So now, who would be the people, you would say, who would be the people that are within those businesses that are, coming maybe to your website, reaching out, getting in touch? Like what's their profile? What roles do they have? What jobs do they have?
Very good question. Our services cater to a variety of roles within the innovation process. This includes researchers, both academic but also corporate, librarians, students, medical writers, regulatory professionals, and innovation strategists. We also extend our services to academic, corporate, and government research-focused organizations. I could say that in a nutshell, we are here to simplify the research process and support them in their journey toward scientific discovery, especially during challenging times, as I said before, during the COVID-19 pandemic, for example.
Very cool. Now, maybe tell people a little bit about how you're thinking about growth for Research Solutions, Reprints Desk, and it's actually researchsolutions.com, guys, for everybody who's listening in. If you want to check it out, how do you think about growth? What are the channels that you guys leverage?
One of the most potent means of acquisition is our website, where users can find information about all our products, use cases, webinars, ebooks, blog posts, and schedule a demonstration of any of our products. As probably you know, the iOS 14 privacy policy changes represent a challenge in attribution for us. Therefore, organic searches represent the primary means of acquisitions according to data in our CRM, HubSpot. And however, the high volume of searches for the brand or the products through Google denotes an intention and prior knowledge of our brand keywords, influenced by word of mouth, but also social media and our presence at conferences and events, among other brand awareness initiatives that we have.
Gotcha. Very, very good. Now, you mentioned the website there. Like, what role does the website play? Like, maybe what metrics are you checking on the website? Like, how you think about the page?
Our website, I could say that is a crucial piece for the business, not only for the marketing team. And not only does it allow new users to discover our offer of research solutions, but it is also a convincing channel, the main one for generating leads and eventual customers. Mm-hmm. Of course, there are strengths and areas for constant improvements. For us, we can analyze using different key metrics as the website visits, but also some conversion rates. And finally, the CAC, it's an important metric for the business. And I also think that enriching thing is how multidisciplinary the process is related to the website. An SEO specialist, but also the group manager, a graphic designer, team and developers intervene to provide and improve the user experience. And acting as a team, providing the marketing team with greater autonomy for web management, constant updating of information out, and adequate tracking. I would say that these are four key factors for keeping a website in optimal conditions, as we always try to do it.
It's a lot of sense. Very cool. Now, I'd like to switch gears a little bit and talk about sort of, your daily work as a marketer. Maybe tell us like a little bit, what are the tasks, the things that you work on a day-to-day business?
Yeah, my role focused on performance marketing. So in my day-to-day work life, I review the performance of paid media campaigns on LinkedIn, Google Ads, and Meta, looking for areas of optimizations, whether at the communication level, budget allocation, bidding strategies, targeting, to generate the best results depending on the type of campaign, of course, but almost always focus on indicators such as CAC and conversion rates. As you can imagine, when handling paid media campaigns, it is crucial that the website, which is the destination for most of our ads, is working perfectly, measurement tags are integrated correctly, etc. And in addition to this, I also support another source of acquisition, face-to-face events and conferences, in which I am in charge of the logistic of participation with some sponsorships or exhibit spaces in which we prospect for leads. That is my daily work life in a quick way.
Awesome. That sounds really good. Now, as we slowly coming to an end of the episode, I have some rapid fire questions. Are you ready for those? Awesome. What is the last book that you read?
The last book I read was curiously a book about a poet called Leonardo Nin. When I visited another place, in this case, Dominican Republic, some weeks ago, I looked for a book by a local poet. And it is exciting because there are multiple ways to learn about a culture and its richness. And one of them is through letters. Maybe you were expecting an answer from me about business or marketing.
No, good.
But I also think that the balance between it's between consuming content for pleasure and when we are open to knowing other ways of thinking and living, your field of vision has, as a human and as a professional, is amplified, I think.
Awesome. Very cool. What's the one single thing that your company is focused on at the moment?
We acquired some months ago 2 new companies, Site and Resolute AI. So we are trying to integrate all the family products, and we are also considering a new rebranding. And in terms of growth, improving the strategies and also doing a kind of test and learn a loop to improve all the processes and campaigns and strategy in general.
Gotcha. Very cool. Now, if you would have a magic wand, what's the one problem that you would fix for yourself as a marketer? You could fix everything in your role. Like, what's the one thing you would fix?
It's a good question. I would look for a platform that concentrate all the information, that all the information was accurate, gave me precise attribution of all my acquisitions channels, and automated all my reports to have the data at hand that allows me to make the best decisions for the business.
Very cool. And the very last question, if we would do a time travel, right? We go at the beginning of your journey as a marketer. What's the one advice you would give yourself for that journey?
When looking for a job, think about who will be your mentors, not only from a technical field, but also what soft skills you can learn from them and how your work will impact for your professional development and human quality. Be ethical and keep learning constantly. And probably an extra advice, get together with those in data science because that's where the future is.
Very cool. Alejandro, I really appreciate you took the time with us today to be a guest on Passman Presents. I want to give you the very last word. If people, would be forgetting all that we discussed about research solutions, Reprints Desk, what's the one thing that people should remember?
Remember to think in your customer and adapt and optimize your website and your strategies based in get valuable customers and also take decisions based on data, I think.
Cool. Thanks a lot for being a guest on Passman Presents.
You're welcome.